Okay, this is the literature project by 6. A member of the group is Muhammad Syanasif, Muhammad Arifin Kurniawan, Rafli Septian Putra, Nabil Faisal Muharram. Her Kind. Her Kind by Anne Sexton is a powerful and haunting book that explores the concept of a woman who does not conform to societal norms and expectations. The speaker identifies herself as a possessed witch who roams the night, embracing her unconventional and misunderstood nature. The poem is divided into 3 stanzas, each depicting the speaker's experience and self-identification as a woman who is considered not quite a woman by societal standards. She embraced her solitude, creating her own domestic space in the woods and unapologetically living life on her own terms. Throughout the poem, Sexton uses vivid imagery and metaphors to convey the speaker's sense of otherness and her defiance of societal expectations. The repetition of the line, "I have been her kind," reinforced the speaker's acceptance of her identity and her refusal to conform to societal norms. The final stanza is particularly powerful, with the speaker acknowledging her vulnerability and her willingness to face death without shame, as she has ridden in your guard and experienced the struggle and hardship of life. Overall, Her Kind is a poignant exploration of female identity, societal expectation, and the courage to embrace one's true self, even if it means being considered an outsider or misunderstood by others.
Lexical thematic dimension. The lexical thematic dimension of Her Kind by Anna Sexton revolves around the following themes and ideas. 1. Witchcraft and the supernatural. The poem employs imagery and language associated with witchcraft such as possessed witch, haunting the black air, dreaming evil, and references to worms and elves. 2. Unconventionally and nonconformity. The speaker presents herself as someone who defies societal norms and expectations, describing herself as 12-fingered, out of mind, and not a woman quite. 3. Solitude and isolation. Solitude and isolation. The speaker embraces her solitude, creating her own domestic space in the warm caves in the woods, and filling them with her belongings. 4. Misunderstanding and otherness. The speaker acknowledged that a woman like that is misunderstood, highlighting her acceptance of being an outsider and not fitting into social norms. 5. Defiance and resilience. The speaker exhibits a defiant and resilient attitude, waving her nude arm at village going by and being not ashamed to die. 6. Femininity and female identity. Femininity and female identity. The poem explores the concept of what it means to be a woman and challenges a traditional notion of femininity, suggesting that the speaker represents a different kind of womanhood. About lexical time dimension, the lexical choice and imagery employed in the poem revolve around these central themes, creating a vivid and evocative portrayal of a woman who embraces her unconventional and misunderstood nature, defying societal expectation and asserting her individuality.
Visual dimension. The visual dimension of Her Kind by Anne Sexton is rich with vivid imagery that evokes a strong sense of the speaker's otherworldly and unconventional existence. Here are some of the prominent visual elements in the poem. First, night and darkness. The poem opens with the speaker describing herself as a possessed witch haunting the black air and braver at night. This imagery establishes a nocturnal and mysterious setting associated with the supernatural and the unknown. Second, domestic space in nature. The speaker mentions the warm caves in the wood, which she has filled with skillets, carving, shelves, closets, silks, innumerable goods. This imagery creates a visual contrast between the natural wilderness and the speaker's attempt to establish a domestic space within. Third, supernatural beings. The poem references worms and elves, conjuring up images of mystical creatures and further adding to the supernatural and fantastical atmosphere. Four, nudity and vulnerability. In the final stanza, the speaker describes herself as waving her nude arm at village going by, presenting a visually striking and vulnerable image of defiance. Fifth, flames and scars. The line where your flames still bite my thigh creates a powerful visual metaphor, suggesting the speaker's experiences of pain and struggle. And last, six, broken and twisted imagery. The phrase "my ribs crack where your wheels whine" evokes a disturbing and twisted visual image, further reinforcing the speaker's unconventional and tortured existence. Overall, the visual dimension of the poem is characterized by contrasting imagery that juxtapose the natural and the domestic, the supernatural and the mundane, the deviant and the vulnerable. The visual elements contribute to the poem's overall portrayal of a woman who exists outside of societal norms and embraces her unique and misunderstood identity.
Rhythmic acoustic dimension. The rhythmic acoustic dimension of her kind by Anne Sexton is characterized by a free verse structure with no consistent rhyme sense of meter. However, Sexton employs various techniques to create a sense of rhythm, of musicality in the poem. The first, repetition. The line "I have been her kind" is repeated at the end of each stanza, creating a rhythmic refrain that echoes through the poem and emphasizes the speaker's identification with the unconventional her kind. Next, alliteration. Alliterative phrases like black air, worms and elves, warm cave and wave, minute arms create a suitable musical quality through the repetition of consonant sounds. The next, assonance. The vowel sounds in phrases such as 12-fingered, out of mind, and misunderstood contribute to the poem's acoustic dimension, creating a sense of rhythm and internal rhyme. The next one is caesura and line breaks. The strategic use of line breaks and caesura pauses within a line creates a sense of pacing and rhythm. For example, the line "Dreaming evil, I have done my hitch" has a caesura after evil, which introduces a pause and adds emphasis to subsequent praise. The last one is imagery and metaphor. The vivid imagery and metaphors employed in the poem, such as "flames still bite my thigh" and "my ribs crack where your wheels whine," contribute to the overall acoustic experience by conjuring up sounds and sensations in the reader's mind. Next slide, please. While the poem lacks a strict metrical pattern, Sexton's skillful use of repetition, alliteration, assonance, line break, and evocative language creates a rhythm acoustic dimension that enhances the poem's musicality and reinforces its themes of unconventionality and defiance.
Hilangin bawahnya, udah.
Udah. Okay guys, thank you for watching and listening from us and last I see you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.